Every holiday party needs mushrooms, in our humble opinion. Loaded with cream cheese and panko-parmesan topping, this recipe will be a crowd-pleasing Christmas appetizer. Elena Davis is dressing up this classic appetizer just in time for party season.
Yes.
I'm like a broken record. It smells so good. I actually do love mushrooms. I think they are really understated. Like I think people forget about the power of a mushroom.
Yeah.
But tell me how you came up with this.
Okay, these are so easy. You're gonna wanna make them from Thanksgiving to New Year and beyond. They're little bite size, you can grab them, you can make them ahead of time, which we'll talk about in a minute. They're so flavorful and meaty. You don't need any meat. You know, I'm thinking game day. I mean, all of the things, these stuffed mushrooms are it. They're packed with flavor, they're soft, they're cooked just right with the best flavors, they're hearty. Let's dig in on how to make it.
I was gonna say, let's stop talking and let's figure out how to make this. You say that there's a certain mushroom for the best flavor?
So really you can use the baby Bella or the white button mushroom.
Okay.
And they also hold their shape really well and they taste good. So you'll wanna use either of those are great. There's lots of mushrooms varieties that will work, but you wanna get one that has a good cavity. So a little button is good, or the baby Bellas. So
well, I'm gonna do whatever you say. I'm just gonna do that. You've cleaned the mushroom.
Yes, I've cleaned them, I've destemmed them, I chopped up the stem and I cooked it with some shallot, garlic. You can add the herbs in here or you can add the herbs fresh. So that's what you're smelling here.
I was gonna say, is that what the smell is? Oh, it's so good.
Yes, and then one thing that a lot of recipes don't do that I think is essential is you have to season your mushroom before you stuff.
Okay.
So I've put some olive oil and salt and pepper. So when you bite into the actual mushroom, you're gonna also get flavor and it's not just coming from the filling.
Oh.
I think that's super important.
That does sound
So
great.
we have this and now we have I like to use Gruyere. It gives a really yummy flavor, but you can use white cheddar, you can use parmigiano, you can use all different kinds of cheese that you like, and then some cream cheese, which really just makes it melt in your mouth.
I mean, double cheese, that can never be a bad thing.
Yes, and you can even chop up more mushrooms if you like, because as we know, they shrink down a lot after they're cooked. If you like a little bit of heat, we're gonna add some red pepper flakes, just a little bit, and we're gonna mash that all together, and this becomes our mushroom stuffing.
Okay.
So this is what we're gonna stuff the mushrooms with, and they get that nice, creamy filling that when you bite into it, it just melts in your mouth and you're just gonna love it. Whew. So then let me show you what I do. Instead of sprinkling the topping on top, I'm gonna stuff them like this.
Okay, so this is a healthy stuffing. This is healthy. This is not.
This is very healthy stuffing.
I'm just saying, like, you are putting a lot in there. Like
we're making a little dome shape.
Okay,
yes.
okay.
In here I have freshly grated parmigiano. I have panko breadcrumbs. You can also use regular, but I love the crunch of panko. And I'm just inverting them and we're gonna dip. We're just gonna give it a good, healthy dip. So if you sprinkle, you don't get all of that coverage on absolutely every single edge. And then they look like this.
Oh, come on.
They're so yummy, like technically you could eat that raw. It's so good.
Okay,
and
so you're gonna do that with all of them.
Yep, and you're gonna repeat that. You're gonna drizzle just a tiny bit more olive oil. You're gonna bake it 400 for 20 minutes. Here's the best part. You can assemble all of this right here, cover it, put it in the fridge for 24 hours. You're ready for your party. Just bake it 20 minutes beforehand. They're better warm. You could even bake it, have it already baked, and then reheat it.
They're so beautiful, and I'm sure they taste even better. Honestly, I'm gonna make these.
They're so yummy.
I think sometimes I feel intimidated. I can do this.
Anyone can do this.
Can do this. You can do this. Elena,
I guarantee it.
this is one of those recipes that I will go to your site over and over and over again for. Tell everyone where you can find you.
cucinabyelena.com. Come talk to me on Instagram. I'm there every day. You're gonna have the best mushrooms ever.
She's the best follow. And so many tips on how I've improved my Italian food since I've followed you, and my husband thanks you as well.
Yes, are you salting your pasta water?
Yes, I am.
Okay, good.
She's the best. Thanks, Elena.